encounter between Sri Siddha Yogendra and Sri Shankar Bhatt during his travel to Vichitrapuram, part 2. Om Sai Ram. A merchant named Dhananjaya found the Shivling consecrated by Indra and informed the matter to the ruler of that region called Kula Shekhara Pandya. Following the command of Shiva, Kula Shekhara Pandya developed it and built a town there. He named the town as Madhura. The Vegavati river, which is born out of the matted hair of Shiva, is sanctifying Madhura town. His son Malaya Dhwaja Pandya conducted a sacrifice called Putra Kamesti for obtaining progeny. From the altar of that sacrifice, a 3-year-old baby girl emerged as one not born out of the womb. She is Meenakshi Devi. She married Sundareshwara. Mahavishnu himself participated in the ritual of offering the bride to the bridegroom and organized the divine marriage of Meenakshi and Sundareshwara on a very grand scale. Sri Siddha Yogendra added, "My son Shankar Bhatt, vibrations emanate from every article in the creation. On account of these variegated vibrations, attraction and repulsion takes place with other things. In the gross, subtle and mortal bodies, good vibrations due to good deeds and bad vibrations due to sinful acts arise. On account of a meritorious virtue, the desire for meeting pious persons, visiting holy places, and an interest in righteous deeds will increase. Thereby, the virtuous merits get enhanced. Unless that virtue increases and sin diminishes, we cannot have a steady devotion towards Lord Datta. A variety of incidents happen owing to time, accumulated merit or demerit or other causes. You could come here only on account of Sri Vallabha's boundless compassion on you." Dhananjaya, the merchant who gave information to Kula Shekhara Pandya about the Shivlinga installed by Indra, acquired great merit. As a consequence of that merit, he was born as Kusumashreshti, the king of Brihatshila Nagaram, and got Jagannmata as his daughter. Virupaksh, with the Angsh of Nandishwar, was born to Kusumashreshti couple as the brother of Ambika. Sri Lord Datta kept an Angsh of him in Virupaksh. According to the word given by her, Ambika, she took birth in Brihatshila Nagaram and she was named Vasavi. Only Gyanis know that Sri Vasavi Kanyaka Parameshwari was Ambika herself, and that Sri Pada Sri Vallabha, the embodied Dattatreya, was Lord Narayan himself. On the full moon day in the month of Shravan, Ambika will tie a Raksha Bandhan to Sri Pada Sri Vallabha. This is a divine secret. It is not to be revealed to ordinary people. I revealed this to you only on the order of Sri Pada Sri Vallabha. On that day, if anyone has darshan of the deities in the temples of Ambika or in the Kshetras, he or she will get the fruit of special merit. Shiva and Keshav are not different. If anyone sees them differently, they will get the fruit of the sin. On the day of Ekadashi, all sins will be tagged onto the food. If one fasts on that day and gives food to a good Brahmin on the next day, which is Dwadashi, one gets the merit. He gets the highest merit if he fasts on Dwadashi day also and then gives food. Along with getting merit, his sins will also get destroyed. If one fasts on Ekadashi, gives food to a suitable Brahmin, and also takes food himself on the next day, he will get average fruit. He will get merit, but his sins will not be destroyed. If one fasts on Ekadashi day and takes food himself on Dwadashi without also giving food to a suitable Brahmin, then he will get the lowest fruit. He will get only the minimum merit. Sin will not be destroyed. In what way can I describe the speciality of the fruit of my merit? I questioned Sri Siddhendra Yogi like this: Mahaprabhu, what was the reason for Ambika to take the name Vasavi? Whom did she give this promise, and why did she become Vasavi Kanyaka Parameshwari like this? Please show grace on me and reveal these to me. Sri Siddha Yogendra smiled to my prayer. He said, My dear, I realize that you have a great interest in listening to the words related to Gyan. There is a restriction that divine secrets should be revealed only to those who are inquisitive, qualified and suitable. We should not reveal this to unsuitable, argumentative people and atheists. Blaming divine secrets and divine plays becomes the reason for acquiring sin. Shriman Narayan has another name, Upendra. Once, Indra asked Shriman Narayan, Swami, because you have the name Upendra, you have become my brother. In that case, Ambika should also become my sister. She should also have a name which reminds my name. Shriman Narayan smiled and said, Yes, your argument has a good reason. You put this question to Ambika herself. As time passed, gods killed demons and became arrogant. The time had come to destroy their pride. Ambika took the form of a yaksh. When Vayudev reached there, the yaksh put a small blade of grass there and asked him to move it. Vayudev could not move it. Similarly, Agni could not burn it. In this way, the gods became humiliated. But Devendra could recognize that it was not Yaksh but the Paratattvam itself. Because Devendra could recognize the Paratattvam, he became great. So he got the name of Indra. That Paratattvam took the form of Ambika. Indra praised her with many verses. Pleased with that, Ambika gave a boon to Indra that she would manifest herself in Kali Yuga in Brihatshila Nagaram and take the name of Vasavi, which would remind Indra's name as Vasava. In accordance with that boon, she manifested as Vasavi Kanyaka Parameshwari. My dear, every small incident happens in accordance with time, effect of karma and a reason. Divine plays cannot be predicted. They cannot be comprehended. Before Shriman Narayan took birth to Devaki and Vasudev as Sri Krishna, Ambika manifested as Yogamaya. When Kamsa tried to kill her, she took to the sky with a divine form. In Sri Krishna avatar, the Lord could not get the affection of maternal uncles, but he will get that affection in the avatar of Sri Pada Sri Vallabha. If anyone worships Sri Pada Sri Vallabha thinking that he is his child, Sri Pada Sri Vallabha will be moving incognito in his house as a small child. If somebody worships Vasavi Kanyaka Parameshwari thinking that she is their child and shows affectionate devotion, she will be moving incognito as the divine child in their house. Disciples having pure hearts will hear melodiously the sound of her anklets. This is the absolute truth in Kali Yuga. There should not be any doubt. Now you take rest. Always remember the name of Sri Pada Sri Vallabha. the sins acquired in many births will be burnt out. You could come here because of the endless grace of Sri Pada Sri Vallabha on you. Thus saying, Sri Siddha Yogendra blessed me. Because I was tired, I slept deeply. I was wondering at my extreme fortune and becoming excited in my mind. I was eager to reach Kurvapuram quickly, and I decided not to leave the holy feet of Sri Vallabha. When I woke up the next morning, I was subjected to amazement and astonishment because I was lying at the base of an Audambra tree on a hillock. There was no movement of people in the surroundings. Was my stay during night in the hermitage of Sri Siddhendra Yogi merely a hallucination? Was Sri Siddhendra Yogi a cheat, a magician, or is he a devil? Such doubts crept in my mind. The words of Sri Siddha Yogendra about Lord Sri Datta were resounding in my ears. I wondered as to what use it would be for Sri Pada Sri Vallabha to keep me in such a predicament. Many thoughts were crossing in my mind. I collected my belongings and then resumed my journey. Om Sai Ram.